Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai single-handedly saved Judaism during the time of the destruction of the temple. How, you may ask? Well, let me tell you this amazing story. In the year 68 CE, Jerusalem was under siege. The Roman army surrounded Jerusalem and did not allow anyone to enter or leave the city. Originally, there was enough food to last them for years. There were very wealthy people who had storehouses full of food. But there was lots of fighting between the Jews of Jerusalem. A group, called the Sicarii, wanted to fight the Romans. They felt that they would win the battle. The rabbis, on the other hand, called for surrender to the Romans. They thought that if they surrendered, the temple might be spared. One night, the Sicarii burned all of the storehouses to force the Jews to fight the Romans. Now hunger was rampant. Even the wealthiest of Jews were reduced to scouring the streets of Jerusalem for small crusts of bread. Still, the arguing between the Jews continued. Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai had a nephew named Abba Sikra, who was the head of the Sicarii group. He called him over and they had a talk. "You know that we have no chance of winning the Romans," Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai said. Abba Sikra answered, "I know, but I can't turn my back on the other Sicarii. They will kill me." "I have a plan, but I need your full cooperation." Rabbi Yochanan whispered the plan to his nephew. His nephew nodded. He could make it work. Rabbi Yochanan had his students spread rumors that their beloved rabbi was sick and dying in bed. After a few days, his closest students put him in a coffin and mourned the death of their beloved rabbi. The thing is, Rabbi Yochanan wasn't really dead. He pretended to be dead because coffins were the only thing that were allowed out of the city gates. When the students reached the city gates, they were met by members of the Sicarii. They were posted at the city gates because they wanted to make sure that nobody was going over to the Romans to surrender. They were suspicious of the coffin and wanted to stab the body to make sure that the rabbi was really dead. His students who were carrying the coffin told the Sicarii to keep their daggers away from the body because it was important that the Romans did not think that the Jews were murdering their rabbis. The Sicarii agreed, and the coffin was carried outside the city gates of Jerusalem. Once outside the city gates, Rabbi Yochanan came out of the coffin and went directly to Vespasian, army general of the Romans. "Peace be unto you, O king! Peace be unto you, O king!" cried Rabbi Yochanan. "King? I'm not a king," retorted Vespasian. "Actually, you are deserving of death on 2 accounts. Firstly, if I am not a king, why do you call me king? If I am king, why did you wait until today?" Thankfully, just then, a messenger arrived from Rome and told Vespasian that the Roman king was dead. Vespasian was to be anointed the new king of Rome. Vespasian was very impressed, so he offered Rabbi Yochanan to make 3 requests. Without missing a beat, Rabbi Yochanan asked for 3 things. First, the city of Yavneh should be spared. The sages that want to live there should be able to get there safely. Second, the family of Rabban Gamliel should be spared. Rabbi Gamliel was a descendant of King David himself. That way, the Jewish monarchy could eventually return. Third, a doctor for Rabbi Tzadok, a pious man who fasted and prayed for years to prevent the destruction of the temple. He was in such a weak state that he needed a doctor immediately. And before returning to Rome, the new king Vespasian agreed. Rabbi Yochanan and his students who moved to Yavneh founded a yeshiva. It was there that Judaism continued to flourish after the destruction of the temple. And that is how Rabbi Yochanan succeeded in saving Judaism from destruction.
Created using Powtoon.